Hello guys, welcome back to Roman Movies Recap channel. Cody Griffin is an adopted teenager and a popular high schooler who after his 13th birthday, instead of getting pimples or a deep voice like every normal teenager going through puberty, got fins and gills. Realizing he's not human, he struggles to blend in with society and must rely on friends and family for support. It's a beautiful evening and a mermaid is seen as swimming close to the seashore while carrying her baby Cody. Meanwhile, a certain fisherman, Big John, sees the mermaid from afar, but he thinks it's a big fish and begins tracking so he can capture it. Seeing that she was being followed by John's boat, the mermaid tries to hide, but the fisherman won't give up, so she leaves Cody on a young couple's boat to avoid being captured. As she leaves, she lowers John the fisherman away, and seeing that the fish he had been chasing was a mermaid, John becomes obsessed with finding mermaids. Years later, Cody is now the adopted child of Whit and Sharon Griffin, a couple that manages a boat tour, and he helps his parents in their business and school. He establishes himself as a quake swimmer on his school swim team and has a girlfriend, Sam, much to the envy of his swimming rival and friend Sean. With a big swimming competition coming up in school, Cody is under a lot of pressure, and to add to his problems, he's failing biology and class. To his disappointment, he gets partnered with the class nerd Jess, who proudly calls himself an expert in marine biology. After class, just tries to speak with Cody on their biology project, but he's all about his 13th birthday the next day and tells Jess to come if he wants. On his 13th birthday, Cody leaves the party outside to go drink some water, and Sam sneaks in to join him. She gives him a birthday present, which is a picture of her, and tries to kiss him, but Cody accidentally jolts or with an electric shock as their lips touch. Serves are right for bringing such a present. Meanwhile, Jess arrives at the party on his bicycle but gets alienated by Cody and his friends, so he leaves while dropping his present for Cody with his mother. That night, Cody goes to bed dreaming about swimming in the sea at night and a mysterious woman swimming towards him. After his 13th birthday, Cody starts feeling strange. He wakes up the next morning and zaps his alarm clock while trying to turn it off. Ignoring this, he heads downstairs and drinks from a mail container, but to his surprise it gets stuck to his hand. He stares at his hands like they don't belong to him, prompting his mother to do the same. After she sees him, his father walks in on their hands staring contest and asks if he's the only sane person in the house. He heads to the beach to meet his project partner Jess, who was absorbed in his hobbies as a nerd. Cody asked for his help since he's failing biology, and Jess agrees on the condition that he teaches him how to swim. As the two shake hands, Jess notices that scales are forming on Cody's hands and tells him he sees such on only lizard herbs and frogs, which frightens Cody. At home, Cody is worried as the scales on his hands won't come off after washing. His mother is concerned, but he tells her he's fine. At school the next day, Jess tries to talk about the scales he saw in his hand the other day, but Cody tells them they're gone, and they discuss meeting at just his house to work on their project. Address his house. Cody get creeped out by Jess, his father, who is obsessed with mermaids. Eventually he leaves with Jess to work on their project. His hard work proves successful as he finally gets in at the end of the project, but his thirst for water grows at an abnormal rate. In school, Cody thinks he might have inherited a strange illness from his real parents and complains to his adoptive parents. However, Whit and Sharon think it's nothing serious. Cody insists something is wrong, but Sharon refuses to call a doctor as she prefers natural healing methods. That evening, Cody goes to the park with Sam and tells her what's going on. He assures her that his condition isn't contagious, which prompts Sam to reach for his hand as their skin makes contact. Sam's hair stands like antennas, which makes Cody laugh. He has no idea he's emitting electric waves. Back home, Cody's palms get sticky again while studying, and eventually he ends up stuck on his house ceiling. Seeing this, his parents are convinced and they finally call a doctor. To Cody his disappointment, the doctor tells him it's just puberty. Once again, Cody runs to his new friend Jess for urgent assistance with his condition, as he was scared of sprouting a lizard's tail. And school one day, Jess agrees to help him. Jess takes a sample of Cody's scales and review to him. After viewing with a microscope that his scales are the same as that of a fish, while running various other tests on Cody, just discovers that he can generate electricity, hold his breath underwater for a long period of time, swim faster than a normal human being, talk to fish, walk on walls, and when wet scales appear on his hands, arms, and feet, just tells Cody that he's turning into a merman. But Cody thinks he's being ridiculous because not even Aquaman walks on walls or shoots electricity from his fingers. Suddenly he realizes that his real parents may have an answer to his problems. Cody returns home and questions his parents about his real parents, as he believes that they are key in finding out the cause of his problems, but they still think He's just going through puberty like the doctor said. He gets his hands wet and shows them the scales so they know it's serious. This makes Wit and Sharon narrate how they found him on their boat and adopted him. After Cody explains everything about his body changes, they advise him to avoid water at all costs, and that involves not taking part in their school final swimming competition, which is that championship. The next day, Cody overhears his parents as they worry that he'll turn into a government lab rat if he gets discovered, so he runs out to swim in the sea to clear his head. After swimming, he realizes he has grown gigante fins along his arms, which he manages to hide from his girlfriend Sam by placing his arms, and the San thinks he's acting weird and eventually leave him alone. In spite of the risks involved, Cody takes part in the swimming championship and not only wins and beats his teammate Sean, but he also breaks the state speed record. However, his scales and arm fans have reappeared in the swimming pool, which makes him cause a power surge to create a diversion so he can fly. Sean sees the scales on his hands and believes that Cody cheated, so he follows the fleeing Cody into the locker room. Cody manages to avoid him by sticking to the ceiling like Spider-Man. Sean is still determined to find out how Cody cheated. Cody safely makes it out of school and goes home with his parents, who came rushing over after they realized he was not in his room. Back at home, they try to dry Cody up so the fins and scales can disappear. To their shock, they are lasting longer now. His parents are very worried that his condition was seen by everyone at the competition, but Cody tries to calm them down by claiming that he was discreet and no one saw. However, Gesture was up and tells them he saw everything that happened, and people are talking about Cody running off after winning the race and breaking the state speed record. Sam arrives a few minutes later but drops like a bag of chips at the sight of the scales on Cody's arms. When she finally wakes up, she's freaked out, and Cody telling her he was turning into a merman makes her freak out even more, so she runs away like something out of a horror movie. The next day at school, Cody gets into a fight with John, who accuses him of cheating during the championship, and not even Sam is taking his side. He complains to Jess that he's losing his friends and calls him a good person for not also abandoning him, and the two share a friendly hug. That night, Cody takes a swim and meets his real mother just like in his dreams. However, Big John, the obsessed fisherman, spots them and breaks up the beautiful union, forcing the two to run in opposite directions. The next day, Cody calls on Sam, once again assuring her that he's the same guy and she shouldn't be afraid, while also requesting that they meet at their favorite spot at the beach. Sam meets up with Cody at the beach as requested. She apologizes and they kiss. Then Cody walks into the water with her, telling her that there's something he wants to show her while holding Sam's hand. Cody's mermaid mother soon shows up. However, Cody suddenly gasps in pain and falls back to the shore. Writhing on the ground, he tells a worried Samantha to go and get his parents. With Sam gone, Cody is shocked to see his left foot has transformed into a flipper and scales have grown on his leg. He is halfway into becoming a full fish. Thinking that Sam is back, Cody is surprised when someone else is there and covers his face with a blanket. Jess runs down to where Cody was but finds out he's gone. Then he sees his father's boat and panics because he knows how his father is obsessed with mermaids, and he had seen Cody his arms at the swimming competition on the deck of Big John's boat. Cody is drying out and scratching his scales and pleading to get back into the water, but Big John throws seawater on him instead. Apparently, he plans to use Cody to lure his mother into his fishnet trap so he can prove to the locals that he's not crazy and mermaids are real. His plan works when he sees his mermaid mother following the boat. Jess comes on board the boat and takes off the blanket covering Cody, revealing his legs, which have both transformed into fins. Cody is seen to help throw him into the water, but seeing his mother so close to the boat, they both warn her to run as they are aware of Big John's plans to capture her. Unfortunately, it's too late and she gets trapped by the fishing net. Cody asks Jess to help rescue his mom, so he quickly grabs a knife and jumps into the water to cut the net. He frees the mermaid, but his leg gets caught in the net, pulling him under. To the dismay of Big John, he hears his son cry for help. He jumps in to save him, but he can't find Jess, who has passed out. Cody jumps in and saves Jess, bringing him to the dock where his father, Cody, his parents, and Sam are with Sharon pumping Jess's stomach. Sam performs CPR, but all their attempts are unsuccessful until Cody decides to zap Jeff's heart with his electric fingers, which successfully make Jess regain consciousness. Cody mermaid mother returns and watches him and his adoptive family from afar. He tells his parents that his real mother wants him to go with him because she's the only one who can help him with all the changes happening to his body. Sharon is unable to let him go as she's too emotionally attached, but Cody explains to Ware that he is not only her son, he has more than that. Showing his fans that he is almost a full merman telepathically, the mermaid promises Sharon that she will return Cody back before school resumes, and so the Coyote's parents allow him to go. Just requests that Cody return with stories about the merfolks as he and his dad would love to hear about it, and Sam makes Cody promise not to date any female mermaids after seeing their goodbyes. Cody reunites with his mother and he fully transforms into a merman. Now the movie is end. Thanks for watching.